Man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, J Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Before you end up like the easy, man, make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch, man. In the description down below, everything you know about your boy Jay. I say Instagram and Twitch, ignore that. Twitch and subscribe to my second channel. In the description down below, everything you know about your boy Jay. It's in the description down below. But we got Shedeur Sanders' nightmare, just got so much worse. Browns, man. You know what, Browns? Cut the show. See, Browns, you got to understand. We're not watching for you. Browns, you got to understand. You are failing yourselves. Browns, you are destroying yourselves. Do you know how many ticket sales you could be getting? You know how many ticket sales you losing out on? You know how many jersey sales you losing out on? Bro, do you know how much money you're losing out on not playing Shedeur Sanders? So, bro, what I looked at, and I got to put my fingernail in my mouth to talk about something. So, what I looked at, you know what I'm saying? You starting trash Dylan Gabriel over Shedeur Sanders, where Dylan Gabriel was nowhere near better than Shedeur Sanders. And you know the crazy part? You benched Joe Flacco, but still have Joe Flacco over Shedeur Sanders. Bro, Shedeur got to get the freak out of the Browns. The Browns, you are known for destroying quarterbacks. I honestly don't feel like it's Deshaun Watson. I feel like it's you. No good quarterback. Name a good Browns quarterback. Y'all, I don't know. I think I'm just tweaking. Y'all, name a good Browns quarterback. Can y'all name a good Browns quarterback? Like, I cannot genuinely name a quarterback that came good for, that a legendary quarterback from the Browns. You destroyed Baker Mayfield. Deshaun Watson was the best, one of the best, top 3 quarterback in the league before he came to the Browns. You finna destroy Dylan Gabriel. Now you're destroying Shedeur Sanders. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What is your reason for not starting Shedeur Sanders? Like you got a vendetta against them? Like, it's getting very weird. I'm not gonna lie, you weird as freak. I'm not watching no Browns, gang. I reacted to when y'all beat Green Bay, but that's it. I only reacted to Green Bay versus Browns, bro, was because of Micah Parsons, bro. I wanted to see what he doing. I wanted to see what Green Bay was talking about. I didn't react to Green Bay versus Packers because of you. Browns? You think I'm gonna react to the Browns? Start Shedeur, then I'll start reacting. When he play, we watch. We boycott the Browns tonight. We boycott the Browns tonight. Just keeping it real, bro. It's like, man, bro, if I was Shedeur, I would lead the Browns. It's so many quarterbacks. It's like Cam Ward sucks over there. If I was the Titans, I'd be looking forward. I've been saying Cam Ward gonna be trash. I wasn't saying that, y'all. I've been saying it, but here y'all go. I've been saying Shedeur better than Cam Ward. I've been saying it. Was I not saying that? I said Cam Ward trash. Cam Ward garbage. Cam Ward gonna be like Russell. Cam Ward gonna be like that #1 bust. I'm telling y'all right now. That boy suck. I'm just being honest with you. That boy sucks. I'm trying to tell y'all, the best quarterback to come out of the freaking draft was either Shedeur Sanders or Jackson Dart. Point blank period. So it's going to be a lot of teams. I feel like it's a lot of teams right now that can use Shedeur Sanders. I promise you. Saints, one of the teams that passed up on him. Don't know why the freak you did that. Why the freak did you pass up on Shedeur Sanders? What the freak is your problem? At least we got Jackson Dart. At least we got a top 3 quarterback to draft. But what the freak are you doing, Saints? You could use Shedeur Sanders right now. You know what I mean? But this man is still quarterback 3 in the depth chart. Like, Dion has not even been saying anything. You're just getting OD weird now. Like, start Shedeur Sanders, bro. You're not doing nothing but hurting yourself. I don't give a dang if you don't start him. I'm just not going to watch you, bro. Start Shedeur Sanders, you going to lose viewership. Nobody watching you, bro. Nobody gives a dang about you, Browns. You acting like you more important than what you are. Nigga, you don't have any championships, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares about you. You acting like you ain't want Shedeur, bro. Who the freak want to go to the Browns, bro? Nobody watching you, bro. Nobody cares about you, Otis. What he said in the Temptations, nobody came to see you, Otis. They came to see me. We came to see Shedeur. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Brown. We come to see him, man. He's selling the tickets. He's selling the jersey sales. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Brown.
Benching Joe Flacco, but they'll be going to rookie Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel?
Again,
To have Shedeur Sanders at #3 to me feels like it's not about football.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, is this some racism? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't be trying to bring racism, bro, but it gotta be like some type of race. This man is literally like the best quarterback in college football. Like, this is really like by facts, by stats, y'all. I don't want to hear, oh, he's overrated, bro. Shut up. Like, I'm gonna lie. Like, please. People love trying to switch up and all that. Trying to make it seem like he ain't very good. Oh, he's definitely better than Dylan Gabriel, for sure. Definitely better than Cam Ward. He had better stats than Jackson Dart as well. He was literally like top 3 quarterback coming out of college. Everybody projected top 10 pick. He's not a first, but you gotta understand this man is not a 5th rounder. I gotta understand that. Yeah, he got drafted in the 5th round, but he's just some jackass GMs. The man is not a 5th rounder. This man is a top 10 pick that just went 5th round just because I don't know what a freak reason. So don't think he's just a 5th round draft pick. No, this ain't an ordinary 5th round draft pick right here. So to start Dylan Gabriel and then have Joe Flacco as number 2 and don't move up Shedeur the depth chart, personally, I think this is racism.
In a better position for you to see what you have than Joe Flacco.
What if I told you that 1 year ago, Shedeur Sanders was projected to be a top 5 pick in the NFL draft?
I just said
What if
that.
I told you his own father essentially tanked his draft stock by threatening to pull an Eli Manning? And what if I told you right now, as I'm recording this, Lamar Jackson is injured and sitting out week 5, meaning that if Shedeur Sanders had just swallowed his pride and let the Baltimore Ravens draft him, he might be starting an NFL game this weekend with Zay Flowers and DeAndre Hopkins to throw the football to, and Derrick Henry standing behind him whenever he's about to snap the ball.
He's a fumbler.
He's the 3rd string quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, watching from the sideline with a headset, looking absolutely miserable, as Dylan Gabriel was just named the starting quarterback for week 5. And to be honest, Shedeur Sanders' response to all this kind of rationalizes why teams didn't take him to begin with.
Vocally, anything to say?
This nigga doing, bro? That boy mad right now. I can't blame that nigga. That nigga mad, but that nigga heated. No cap, but he can't say too much because, bro, his quarterback, man. I would have said, man, what the heck is going on here, man? I'm better than Dylan Gabriel. Like, I know he's my teammate, but come on. Like, I have more stats than this nigga. You know, you start this nigga over me, I'll be saying everything. I know I'll get fined. Or I will get fined. You know what I'm saying? I'll let that nigga know I won't be a good cut team. What the freak is going on here, man? I'll let niggas hear from me in that media part. What the freak is going on? You know, I'm a projected top 5 pick, you know, and you start Dylan Gabriel over me, you know, and you, what made it even worse, you start sorry Joe Flacco. I'm better than both of these niggas. I would have been saying all that immediate thing.
You're in the front row and study and do all that. This kid talks, he runs his mouth like I could be a starting quarterback with his arms crossed like this.
He can be a starting quarterback, jackass. Yes. Oh, okay. Hey, look, bro. It's a little, shut up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can be a starting quarterback. If Cam Ward over there suck, sorry, and his former teammate, Travis Hunter, sucks. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Travis Hunter sucks. So please name me 3 quarterbacks better than him right now. If Tyler Strauch, whatever that nigga name is over there, and Spencer Rattler, if them niggas can start, I promise you Shedeur Sanders can start. So, yeah, he definitely can start in the NFL. So, shut your little Vince McMahon looking.
Kid talks, he runs his mouth like I could be a starting quarterback with his arms crossed like this. You got the talent to be the quarterback. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now.
So this is the story of how
that little jackass franchise, nigga.
What could have been a promising NFL career. And honestly, they have no one to blame but themselves. So real quick, before we dive into this bizarre story, this video is sponsored.
Freaky do.
Swept Monday Night Football.
Shut the freak up, bro. What the freak you do, bro? Like, what the freak? I just swept Monday night.
Sanders is coming off of a solid junior season at Colorado. He's being mocked as a first-round pick by a million different draft analysts. I mean, hell, a lot of individuals thought he was the top quarterback in the draft, which explains why Mel Kiper crashed out so much during the draft when he wasn't selected in the first 5 rounds.
I think it's disgusting. I don't understand what the heck's going on with this. 5th player on my board, other quarterbacks being taken who aren't as good as Shedeur.
That's what I'm saying.
He has a rocket arm and the 4.6 speed and a big frame. What is he lacking?
A huge reason for this is because of how his father approached the draft. Deion goes on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast and drops this bomb.
Okay. But I know where I want them to go. So there's certain cities that ain't gonna happen. It's not.
Yeah, you kind of shut up. Yeah, you got to shut up. So that's probably why. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why they his dad, Deion got to shut up. So that's probably, you know what I'm saying, why Shedeur. So I would have said, hey, Pop, man, you got to shut up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you ruin him. I would have tell Pop to shut up. You know what I'm saying? You talking about certain cities where you ain't going to allow them to go. Nigga, you don't run the NFL, nigga. Wherever that nigga drafted, nigga, that's where you going to go. It's point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? You don't choose where the freak you go in the NFL unless you want to do an Eli Manning. You know what I'm saying? But it's rare that you doing, like, you don't run the NFL, Deion. Stay over there in Colorado. Oh, they showed you. Oh, yeah, that's the reason that nigga. Okay, I see the reason. So why? It's like, I see the reason. I see the reason. But dang, Deion. So Deion the reason why his son got drafted 5th round because he don't know how to shut up.
But I know where I want.
Goes on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast and drops this bomb.
Okay. But I know where I want them to go. So there's certain cities that ain't gonna happen. It's not I'm sorry, it's gonna be an Eli.
Now, for those of you guys who don't know, pulling an Eli refers to when Eli Manning refused to play for the San Diego Chargers after they drafted him 1st overall in 2004, forcing a trade to the New York Giants. Deion was basically telling NFL teams that my son is going to dictate where he goes, and if you draft him and we don't like you, we're going to cause problems. Now, think about this from an NFL team's perspective. You're a general manager. You've got maybe 5 years to build a winner before you get fired. Do you really want to use your 1st round pick on a quarterback whose Hall of Fame father is already threatening to interfere if you're not on his approved list? I mean, there's a reason why the Browns draft room looked very anticlimactic after they drafted Shedeur to begin with. Now, according to former NFL quarterback Chase Daniel on the Scoop City podcast, this comment absolutely rubbed NFL teams the wrong way. He said, and I quote, "Do you think that went over well in draft rooms? Like, we don't have to have hot takes. This is just pure, simply stated facts." But it gets worse, way worse. Fast forward to the 2025 NFL Combine. This is where prospects meet with teams, show off their skills, and most importantly, prove that they're mature enough to handle being a professional. According to Tom Pelissero, one longtime NFL assistant coach called Shedeur's formal interview the worst formal interview I've ever been in my life. He's so entitled. And of course, in my previous videos, I used this clip to prove the fact that he comes off as entitled.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the coach, that don't give me.
Yeah, this nigga tripping. This nigga's tripping, man. Oh, man. So basically, they trying to teach this nigga a lesson. Yeah, they trying to teach you a lesson. So, hey, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Now I see. So, no racism involved. Now I see why they ain't draft that nigga. They trying to teach this boy a lesson because we got plenty sons that then gotten, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, man, I'm sorry, y'all. Freak. Jesus Christ. The circulation. God. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. That's why y'all be seeing me. Hey, look, I'm not wearing that no more. We're done. We're done with this. You know what I mean? It's over. My hair is not bad. I don't know why I wear it. I just wear it sometimes. But good God Almighty, circulation from my head is just getting squeezed. I'm like, it's just on my head. Just squeezing on my head. I'm like, I'm trying to like, now I see why they ain't draft that nigga. You know, bruh talking crazy. I'm trying to make it through the video, but good God, squeezing my circulation. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I had to take that joke off, but golly. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, bro. So it's not racism. It's just you run your dang mouth. So them niggas just showing you like, yeah, you don't run the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they just showing you. That was very, you know what I mean, disrespectful what you just said, Shedeursanders. Y'all want y'all to hear what this nigga just said. I want y'all to hear what this nigga just said.
In my previous videos, I used this clip to prove the fact that he comes off as entitled.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the coach, that don't give me.
Y'all heard this nigga? This nigga just told the NFL, if you ain't trying to change the culture of the franchise Don't get me. Oh, this nigga right here.
And of course, in my previous videos, I used
Was you
this clip to
stupid?
prove
Nah, I
the fact
see
that
why.
he comes off as entitled.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the coach, then don't give me.
Oh, man.
Guys, let that sink in for a second. This is the worst formal interview this coach has ever experienced. Could you imagine how many interviews this man has given throughout his entire career? He's been in the NFL for years. He's probably interviewed hundreds of prospects. NFL insider Josina Anderson reported that a quarterbacks coach from a team drafting in the top 7 called Shedeur arrogant and brash during his interview at the Combine. And according to CBS Sports' Jonathan Jones, sources told him that Shedeur more or less sandbagged interviews with teams that he didn't want to draft him. And he did not give it his all during meetings, which definitely rubbed some teams the wrong way. Could you think about that strategy for a second? You're trying to convince 32 teams that you're worth a first-round investment, millions of dollars, years of developmental resources, the future of a franchise, and your game plan is to intentionally bomb interviews with teams that you don't like? That's not confidence. That's not being selective. That's career suicide. Now, let me give you some context from our last video to catch everyone up. The Baltimore Ravens were planning to take Shedeur Sanders with the 141st pick in the 5th round of the NFL draft. Now, I want you to understand, whenever you drop from the 1st round to the 5th round, teams are no longer looking at you as a potential starter. Nobody intentionally takes their starting quarterback in the 5th round of the NFL draft. By the time you get to the 5th round, you're either a developmental QB or maybe a backup QB. That is what you should be hoping for. And luckily for Shedeur Sanders, he had the opportunity to be a backup quarterback. The Baltimore Ravens wanted to select him with the 141st pick, but when he found out, he sent word back that he didn't want to go there because he'd be stuck behind Lamar Jackson. So instead,
I mean, that's a good, yeah, heck yeah. I don't want to go freaking Baltimore either, bro. This nigga is in his prime. Lamar Harden, nigga, 28 years old. When I'm finna be a backup for the rest of my career? Heck no. I'm trying to go somewhere I'm gonna be a starter, so I can't blame him for that.
ended up going to the Cleveland Browns 3 picks later at 144. Shedeur's logic was he wanted an opportunity to play. He wanted to compete for a starting job because, and I'm not making this up, he thought a 5th round pick deserved a legitimate chance to start immediately. And Alex Smith breaks down why this is so absurd.
This is insane. I think this is crazy. At this point, you're in the 5th round. I understand you had higher hopes, but you've dropped to the 5th round and you're thinking about being a starting quarterback the next year. I think this is incredibly short-sighted. Like, if you're in this situation, you want to...
I mean, bro, like, this is Shedeur Sanders, though. It's like, I don't understand why you talking like he's like a regular quarterback. Like, it's a franchise quarterback, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, not a regular 5th rounder, so it's not crazy to say about him being a starting quarterback anywhere you go. Other than, you know, the Chiefs and the Ravens and teams like that already got quarterbacks, Bills. But, bro, he can start. If it ain't them teams, he can start wherever he go. If it ain't them certain type of teams, bro. Promise you, he can start at the Saints, bro. Now, I mean, he can start certain teams, bro.
Organization that is going to develop.
He will start with the Giants.
Baltimore Ravens, the model of stability in the NFL. This regime's been together for how many decades now?
We talking about that 1-3 team? Oh yeah, they not a lot of they not doing so good right now.
Baltimore Ravens, the model of stability in the NFL. This regime's been together for how many decades now? And actually has a track record to develop quarterbacks. Joe Flacco, Lamar. Instead, you choose the Cleveland Browns because you think you have a chance to start the next year. And mind you, the Cleveland Browns, who are on the opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to stability, right? This is the same organization that walked away from Baker Mayfield as the #1 pick in the draft. What's he gone on to do? Oh, he's only led the NFL in touchdown passes since joining the Bucs, right? This makes zero sense.
Let me repeat that.
You're wrong about that.
Quarterback, the 144th player taken in the draft, thought he was too good to learn from a 2-time MVP. You know what's hilarious? The Cleveland Browns absolutely crushed the 2025 NFL draft, while Shedeur Sanders has been rotting for the bench. Yeah, the trade...
They didn't, bro. Stop lying. Cleveland Browns is the most disgusting and stupidest team. Nigga, you draft two quarterbacks and 2 running backs. You didn't do nothing, nigga. You got Mason. I would have got Shedeur Sanders the 1st round pick. 2nd round pick would have got Quinshawn Judkins. Or, I mean, I don't know. I would have got a running back late round. I'm going to keep it real. Like Cam Scatterbull or something. Like Cam Scatterbull. If I would have got a 2nd round to help Myles Garrett off the... Man, honestly, I would have got a cornerback. If Will Johnson wasn't took, I would have got Will Johnson to pair up with Denzel Ward. And then after that, would have got Cam Scatterbull. Then after Cam Scatterbull, would have had a... I mean, dang. I mean, I would have got... Let me retry. I would have got Shedeur Sanders. You need a wide receiver #1. So, I would have got, I'm not gonna lie, I would have aimed for Jackson Dart. Because you got more quarterbacks in this draft. So for me, wide receiver, I would have went for, I don't know, ain't one too many good wide receivers in this draft. So probably would have went with, I don't know, y'all, quarterback or wide receiver. It wasn't too many good wide receivers. Honestly, I'm just, yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Down to
the Browns, I mean, did the Browns trade down? Did they trade? Somebody traded up. The Jaguars traded up. So the Jaguar, I mean, I would have got, I mean, Travis Hunter sucked now. So it's like, I don't know, man.
Number 5 to select Mason Graham was controversial, but so
Mason Graham not even doing that,
like bandits in that trade. Mason Graham has been solid at defensive tackle, but that trade netted them an extra first-round pick from the lowly Jacksonville Jaguars in 2026.
That nigga sucks. I'm sorry. He sucks. I'm sorry, y'all. He is not generational. Either that or the Jacksonville Jaguars are using him wrong. He sucks, bro. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. He sucks. He is garbage.
An additional second-round pick in 2025.
He's not generational.
And they crushed the second round in this draft.
No, he didn't. Stop lying. Shut up, nigga. Keep lying. Them niggas ain't crushed. Them niggas had a terrible draft. No, he didn't. Type of same freaking, like, you drafted 2 quarterbacks, bro. You drafted 2 quarterbacks and 2 running backs for no reason. You know what else that could have went to? You know what them other 2 draft picks could have went to, bro? You know how much other spots you need? Nigga, you still losing. You know how much other spots you could have filled up with that? I would have had to get Shedeur Sanders. I'm not gonna lie. Shedeur Sanders, I'm sorry. Would have had to get Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders. And then second round, bro, we got to go with a wide receiver, bro. Got to go with a wide receiver. Yeah, you still don't have a wide receiver number 1. Who is your wide receiver number 1? You are the only team dang near in the NFL that does not have a wide receiver number 1, Browns. Everybody got a wide receiver number 1, bro. We go from the Jets. Nigga, we go from the Panthers. They just drafted a wide receiver from Arizona. Or we can go from us, Malik Neighbors. You know what I'm saying? We can go from the Packers. You know, they got Dobbs over there that go crazy. Matthew Golden. Steelers, DK Metcalf. It's like everybody literally has a wide receiver number 1 but y'all, bro. Just being honest with y'all. Texans, they got Nico Collins, even though they trash as freak right now. Dallas Cowgirls, CD Lamb. Everybody has a wide receiver number 1 but y'all. Your best wide receiver is Jared Judy.
Linebacker Carson Schwessinger, who they took at 33, currently has an 84.1 overall grade from Pro Football Focus, ranking him 10th out of 131 linebackers. In his debut against the Bengals, he earned a 90 defensive grade from PFF and was the 2nd highest graded defensive rookie in Week 1. Former NFL GM Ron Carthen said that Schwessinger is instinctive. He's going to lead the Browns in tackles. He and Will Johnson will be the 2 finalists for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Nah, he's not winning though. Abdul Carter is number 1 in pressures right now. He's definitely not better than Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter has way better stats. It was going to be Abdul Carter. No, I mean, honestly, Will Johnson, Defensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Abdul Carter. I'm calling it right now. For Week 4 going into it, he's going to have a heck of a game against the Saints. 2-3, I call it. But, bro, Abdul Carter, definitely going to be Defensive Rookie of the Year. Y'all don't know Abdul Carter is number 1 in pressures as of right now. He's supposed to have like 2 sacks already. I ain't going to lie to you, bro.
Quinshawn Judkins, their 2nd-round pick at running back, leads all rookie running backs with 150.
Is proven to be the best rookie running back. No, he's not better than Cam Scatterboo. No, he's not, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Like, I'm not gonna lie, my man. You are just lying, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you're lying. He's not better than Cam Scatterboo, bro. What are you talking about? Cam Scatterboo is 10 times better than this nigga. Oh my God, what are you freaking talking? You freaking dumb. I ain't better than Ashon Jennings. He ain't better than Jimmy.
55 yards through the first 3 weeks, despite missing Week 1. In Week 3 against the Packers, the guy rushed for 94 yards and a touchdown, producing 34 rushing yards over expected, the 5th most in the entire NFL that week. He gained 87 yards after contact, meaning more than 92% of his rush yards came after beating the first defender. And I'm not done. Harold Fandon Jr., their 3rd-round tight end, he's actually leading veteran David Njoku by 3 receptions and has 32 more yards on the season.
Browns suck.
Led the Browns in next-gen separation rate.
Gotta make it seem like they good or something, bro.
With an average separation distance of 3.11 and 3.19 yards respectively. That's almost a half yard more separation than Travis Kelce is averaging this season.
That nigga suck. Like, is this nigga, are you good, bro? Like, are you good in the head game? Like, you just making it seem like the Browns, like the way you're explaining, you just think the Browns just just the best team in the league, like 4-0 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you good, gang? Talking about Travis Kelce, this nigga sucks now.
The Browns are clearly building something. They're finding contributors all over their draft class. People who are actually producing on Sundays. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders, he's not even running scout team.
I'm hearing Shedeur is not even running scout team.
Bailey Zappi, a practice squad quarterback, is getting reps over a 5th-round pick. But here's where the story gets absolutely perfect in its irony. On Wednesday, the Browns announced that Dillon Gabriel is going to be their new starting quarterback, replacing Joe Flacco. Dillon Gabriel, the guy the Browns drafted 50 picks before Shedeur in the 3rd round. Now, the craziest part is Shedeur Sanders' reaction to all this pretty much gives you an idea of why so many teams passed on him to begin with. The man was literally speechless. And you know what the most brutal part of this whole story is? Lamar Jackson.
I mean, dang, the nigga ain't say nothing, though. I see why the nigga ain't saying nothing, because you already know y'all nigga gonna turn and twist his words. The nigga ain't say nothing. Like him, it's like, nigga, you just cannot win with people. This nigga talking about Shedeur Sanders interview just proves why teams ain't take him. The nigga ain't even say nothing. Dang, the nigga being speechless still a problem? Now I see why bro started talking like, nigga still got something to say. What he ain't say nothing about. Nigga still got something to say.
Suffered a hamstring injury in week 4 against the Chiefs and is expected to miss week 5. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh said there was no way he was going to go back into the game and that the injury precluded it. If Shedeur had just gone to Baltimore, if he had just accepted being drafted by a legitimate Super Bowl contender, if he had just been willing to learn behind one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, he would be starting this Sunday. He'd have DeAndre Hopkins, Mark.
Bro, you acting like niggas knew like Lamar was gonna get injured. But they ain't know that boy don't even get injured like that. Like, that's what I'm saying. You just acting like, oh, you'll be starting something. Like, niggas supposed to know you're supposed to get injured. Even if bro do ball out. Lamar Harden is the quarterback. It don't matter if this nigga lead them to the Super Bowl. I mean, if bro lead them to the Super Bowl, win a ring, you have no choice but to start him. But bro out with a hamstring injury. You know what I'm saying? Bro not out with no torn ACL. Like, if you don't go to the Super Bowl, bro, Lamar Harden is still the quarterback.
Andrews, Isaiah Likely, and Zay Flowers to throw the football to. He'd have Derrick Henry to hand the football off to. Instead, Cooper Rush, Baltimore's backup, will likely get the start. And Shedeur, he'll be in London as the Browns' emergency 3rd-string quarterback, only able to enter the game if both Joe Flacco and Dillon Gabriel get injured. Now, for those of you guys that are saying, Mike, how could Shedeur have predicted that Lamar was going to get injured? Guys, with love and respect, this isn't something you should ever root for. You don't necessarily need to be a genius that a dual threat quarterback is eventually going to get injured. I mean, since 2021, Lamar Jackson has only played in a complete season once, and that was last year. The man is a dual threat quarterback, which means he's more likely to get hit than a pocket passing quarterback. And the fact that he suffered a hamstring injury just makes things even more trickier. If Shedeur was in Baltimore right now, he'd have a legitimate path to playing time. Maybe not starting immediately, but at least getting opportunities when Lamar needs rest or deals with the inevitable injuries that come with his playing style. But no, Shedeur and Dion thought they knew better. They thought they could manipulate the process. They thought NFL teams would bow down to the Sanders name. And you know what NFL teams did instead? They called their bluff. A league source told Fox Sports that he's a good person, but people didn't like the personality. He's the biggest celebrity since Johnny Manziel to enter the draft. And we all know how the Johnny Manziel story ended. Look, I want to be fair here. The massive difference between Manziel and Sanders is the fact that Shedeur Sanders isn't a crippling drug addict. He's not a drinker. He's not a partier. By all accounts, he works hard and takes care of himself.
Down Johnny like that, bro.
Worse, because Shedeur's downfall isn't because of off-field problems. It's not because he lacks talent. He completed 74.1% of his passes at Colorado in 2024, leading all of college football, throwing for 4,134 passing yards and 37 touchdowns. It's not even because of bad luck. It's because he let his ego write checks that his draft position couldn't cash. When you're a 5th-round pick, you don't get to demand anything. You don't get to pick your team. You don't get to sandbag interviews. You don't get to bypass opportunities to learn from great quarterbacks because you think you're above being a backup. 5th-round picks are supposed to be grateful for opportunities. They're supposed
not a regular 5th-round pick.
They're supposed to prove the 100.
He's not a regular 5th-round pick, bro. You're blowing me acting like this nigga's a regular 5th-round pick. He's not a 5th-round pick. This nigga is. This is a 5th-round pick right here. Dillon Gabriel. Like, just stop acting like he's a that's why he was doing that, because he's not a regular 5th round pick. Everybody thought Shedeur was going top 5. And you even thought that, bro. So please shut up with all this, bro.
53 players drafted before them were all mistakes. Instead, Shedeur Sanders.
All right, look, man, I'm done with this nigga. This nigga's pissing me off. You know what I mean? Honestly, man. It's your boy Jay, man. Take it easy for you, like Beezy, man. And look at him, Spencer Rattler. You know what I mean? Spencer Rattler starting. Rattler. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, it's your boy Jay, man. Take it easy for you, like Beezy, man. Your boy Jay out. So Spencer Rattler rather start. Spencer Rattler starts, but not Shedeur Sanders. Get the freak out of my face.